Hello and welcome in. So today I'm feeling like doing a little, one second. Okay, I'm back, and I wanted to say that I would like to do an about me today, a little vent. I'm wanting to vent. And what I'm wanting to vent about is multiple things. Probably so many conversations in my head that I probably would be all over the place. So I'm just gonna talk about what was going on in my mind. So I was thinking about autism because my kids are autistic, and I was thinking about these shows I watched. Atypical and okay, my water bowls. See, I get so distracted. Now I gotta water the bowls out here. 1 second. Okay, so as I was saying, I have 2 children that are on the spectrum, and I was talking about the show Atypical. And I saw this show when it first came out. Has 3 seasons now, and I really felt relatable to it because, you know, my kids at the time were younger, but now they're teenagers, and so it's like even more relevant. But love. I really want to talk about love. And there's a show also called Love on the Spectrum. And it's so freaking adorable seeing Love on the Spectrum. There's 2 seasons, and sometimes I will just put it on the screen just to have it run. And like I don't have to sit there and watch it, but I have it run because it's so cute. Because these people are on the spectrum and they're searching for love. Whoa, that was my foot. Yeah, I need to get my foot off that. Okay, excuse me, a minute. All right, so whatever. You're seeing my garbage now. I don't have garbage in the house. I don't have cat litter in the house. I don't have nothing gross in the house. Anyway, so I don't wear shoes in the house. Okay, so now I'm getting distracted. Reeling it back in. So Love on the Spectrum is super cute because these people, they're like young adults finding love, and they go on little blind dates, and it's super cute because they're like matchmake, you know, and so they have things in common and like all this other stuff, and so it's reminding me of dating and how, you know, compatibility is very important. And it's super cute. And then this show Atypical, it is about, you know, there's a storyline. I mean, it's all about different things like struggles of autism with within like the teenage realm, family kind of dynamic, which my kids, you know, had 2 moms. They still have 2 moms. And the only thing is that 2 moms are separated now, and will eventually get a divorce, but that's not in the talks right now. There's more important things going on that just aren't, divorce isn't in the cards at the moment. But so I've been independent for a 1.5 years now, and as of right now, my daughter is the only one living with me. My son is in a group home, not because of intervention, but it's because I decided that it was best that he is placed in a group home for his needs, because his high needs, I was unable to accommodate. So that's that. But the interesting thing about Atypical is that they went, the parents, so there was 2 parents, 2 kids, kind of the dynamic with my family, except my kids were younger when I was watching it. But there's similarities, very much similarities there, especially when I was noticing that the mom was like going to these meetings and like talking to people about autism, support groups. And I went to a support group in New Jersey when I was living there with a friend. And that experience was what scared me away from support groups because of the negativity. There was so many people that were struggling with their children. And at that time I was like, I'm not going through that, like with my child, or my children at all. So I couldn't relate with those people. And then before I left, and what made me leave, I walked out. This woman was talking about how autism destroyed her life. That autism was the worst thing ever that happened in her life, and it destroyed her life and ruined her marriage. And I felt so bad for the child, more so than the parent. So yeah, I walked out. I couldn't do it. I would say that I've had struggles with autism. Autism is not the easiest, and there's a lot of struggles. And when you think about autism, when I think about autism, I should say, when I think about autism, I think about their own mind and their struggle. Like, their difficulty, and also the difficulty of you, like, when you get in a mindset of like, oh, this is so challenging, I really advise everyone to think about, that challenge that you're having. Just imagine what the feeling is for that person. The mental anguish that they're struggling with is immense. And for me, it's really important for me to not only step back and analyze, but also for my son especially, it's very important to find ways to calm the nervous system, and finding ways to help de-escalate the behavior, especially the aggression, because my son has behaviors that are a little bit aggressive, a little bit scary, but there's been just a lot of trauma there. So I would say that police activity and high stress and yelling and screaming and all that is all causes of trauma. So both my children, to be honest, have that, and it definitely has to do with not spending the time to de-escalate the emotions. But yeah, those two shows, Atypical and Love on the Spectrum, if you haven't seen them, they are so good, and help with the understanding of autism. And I love the love. That's what it is. I love the love because it's so beautiful. And both of my children are at that teenage age where, love is there. They're going to find love, and it's going to be beautiful.